Welcome to Food Heaven Made Easy Season 2. We're so excited about this. We can't believe a whole year has gone by. We've already done 7 shows, which is crazy. We have tons in store for you. We have a whole bunch of collaborations that we're doing, a whole bunch of great shows in line. So get ready. And we have great announcements as well.
We do. We have a couple of announcements. Number 1, I finished grad school and I officially have a master's of science in nutrition. So holla at that.
Big deal. And I'm still in school. I have a year left to get my master's, so Jess is my role model right here in the house.
I'm officially a registered dietitian.
Yay!
So that means that I know my ish about nutrition. So holla at that too.
And once again, I'm still in school. Still got a year left. It's been quite a challenge, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
Yeah. Okay, and we're on different websites like Twitter. Follow us at Food Heaven Show. All right.
And we actually moved all of our videos from Vimeo to YouTube, so check us out. We're new to the YouTube community, so we're at Food Heaven Made Easy.
We're also on Tumblr. I don't know where our card went, but we're foodheavenshow.tumblr.com. Daily updates. Check it out.
Check it out. All my Instagram is in the house. We're on Instagram, so make sure you check us out on there, Food Heaven Show.
And we're still on Facebook, so hit us up.
Definitely.
Lots of recipes, cool pics.
That's actually my card.
Facebook.com/Food Heaven Made Easy.
Absolutely. Last but not least, we got our hair did, which is very important all the time.
We're kind of both blondish.
Yeah, we've gone short. We've gone short.
Yeah,
so I appreciate the look. And that's all for announcements.
All right, so now moving on. So what are we having a show about today?
So today we're gonna actually do a show about transitioning into being a vegetarian and or vegan. A lot of people have asked us questions about being a vegetarian, and we have a lot of experiences about that. So we're gonna be just talking about our experiences, what it's been like,
and the healthy ways to do that transition. So I've actually been vegetarian since middle school, which I think is about 18 years. We're kind of old. And I just don't like the way meat tastes. That's my personal thing. It's not that I'm anti-meat, but that's why I'm vegetarian.
And I became a vegetarian right after college. I was going through all types of health issues through eating disgusting college food, and I became a vegetarian. I noticed all these great changes in my body, and just meat is so processed. It's really scary what goes into processed meat. So I got my education on. I was like, I'm not messing with that. I'm done, and so I became a vegetarian.
And just another disclaimer: we're not saying that you can't eat meat. You can be a healthy meat eater, but if you want to be vegetarian, this is how to do it the right way. So, why is being a vegetarian good? For one, it's been shown that people who are vegetarian have lower body mass indexes, or BMI, so you weigh less, which is also correlated with decreased risk of different diseases, and you may look kind of fly in your bathing suit, right? During the summertime. Also, being vegetarian is linked with lower blood pressure, so you have decreased risk of hypertension, which is linked to heart disease and stroke. And one other thing is it's also linked to decreased incidence of cancer. First, we're going to talk about the top 4 things that people do wrong when they first become vegetarian, which we also did. So one is too much carbohydrates, whether it be simple carbohydrates, complex carbohydrates. You really only want about half of your calories to come from carbohydrates per day.
And another major thing people do wrong is eating a ton of processed food, which has a ton of sugar and a ton of salt, and this goes in hand with eating a lot of the fake meats, a lot of the processed soy, which have a whole bunch of chemicals and things like that.
Okay, and the third thing is not thinking about your actual nutrient needs. There are a lot of vitamins and minerals that aren't really found in vegetarian food, so you have to consider that when you're planning your diet, being vegetarian.
And another, lastly, major thing that people do wrong is they miss their meals. So if there's not any vegetarian or vegan foods around them, they just won't eat.
How do we correct those different mistakes that we talked about that people make when they become vegetarian? Well, first is you want to make sure to have balanced meals. And so here we have a big bowl of kale. You want to make sure you get at least 3 cups of vegetables per day in your diet, and a good strategy is making half of your plate vegetables. You also want to make sure you get at least 2 to 3 servings of fresh fruit per day. Well, actually it can be frozen too. It's frozen at the peak of freshness. But vary the amount of fruits and veggies you're eating. Now, in terms of protein, vegetarians can get protein from a variety of places. One is beans. Beans have about 10 grams of protein per serving, and somebody my size actually only needs about 60 grams of protein per day. Soy milk is also a great source of protein. Almond milk, not so much, but definitely if you're looking for extra protein, get soy milk, and tofu is another excellent source. And we also have nuts. Nuts have protein and healthy fats.
And you, like Jess said, you want to make sure you eat your healthy fats. So we have here avocado, which is rich in monounsaturated fats, as well as olive oil. You can also take omega-3 tablets. It's better to take DHA and EPA directly because it's better absorbed by the body. These are these are just types of omega-3s. You also want to make sure that you're eating whole grains. So this is some quinoa that we have here. Go for quinoa, couscous, oatmeal, brown rice, and healthy carbohydrates. Sweet potato being a great choice.
Alright, and the other thing is you want to steer clear, or at least avoid, have in moderation, different textured vegetable proteins which are very processed, and what that is like veggie burgers or those fake barbecue ribs, those kind of things, because they have a lot of salt. Also, a lot of times vegetarians eat a lot of junk food just because it's labeled natural or organic, and junk food is junk food is junk food. So just because it's natural or organic doesn't mean it's any better for you.
Right, and you want to stay away from your frozen foods, which are usually really salty or packed with sugar. You want to aim for whole foods. And you also, being a vegetarian, sometimes, there's not a lot of options in terms of what you can eat in your area. So plan ahead. Make sure that you bring your meals. Make sure that you're getting enough nutrients for your day. You're eating enough.
So as we mentioned before, there's different vitamins and minerals that you really want to keep on your radar if you do become vegetarian or vegan. One of the most important is B12. B12 is good for neurological function, and it's actually not found in any plant-based foods. So where can you get B12? Well, you can get it in fortified soy milk. You can also get it in fortified breakfast cereals. If you choose to take a supplement, you want to make sure that you're only having about 2.5 micrograms in your supplement. Most of them contain way too much, and that decreases absorption. And also, if you have it under your tongue, which is sublingual, that's even more easily absorbed.
Another very important nutrient for vegans and vegetarians that is a concern is iron. And so iron is responsible for carrying oxygen throughout your body and your cells, and vegetarians and vegans actually usually do get more iron if they're eating a plant-based diet, but the issue is that plant-based iron is less absorbed as opposed to meat-based iron. But with proper planning, that can definitely be fixed. Vitamin C, for example, paired with iron increases iron absorption, and so you can find vitamin C, like Jess is pointing out, in dark leafy greens, in fruits, whoops, and you can find iron in whole grains like this quinoa right here, also in dark leafy greens.
Okay, the next nutrient you really want to have on your radar is calcium. Now, calcium is really important for your bone health and also for muscle contraction. Where can you find it? You can find it in fortified almond milk, also breakfast cereals that have been fortified. Just want to check the label, and it comes in tofu. So you just want to make sure you read your tofu label. This has 15% of your calcium for the day. Now, if you choose to take a supplement, that's fine too, but you want to make sure you do calcium carbonate, which is better absorbed.
And lastly, vitamin D, which you naturally get from the sun, but in a lot of urban communities, as in New York City, it's not that easy to get enough vitamin D as a vegan or a vegetarian. And so you want to eat foods that are fortified. Vitamin D usually doesn't occur naturally in foods anyways, but certain foods are fortified with it. So you want to eat foods that are fortified in vitamin D. Vitamin D2 is yeast-based, and vitamin D3 is animal-based. So if you're gonna take a supplement, just be mindful about what kind of supplement you want to take. And also, vitamin D enhances calcium absorption. And eating high processed meals usually has a lot of salt, which leads to a lot of loss in calcium from your body. So you want to make sure that you eat the vitamin D with the calcium, but that you're also not eating a lot of processed junk, which has a lot of salt. Thank you so much for watching. We really hope this show was clear and cut, understandable. It's definitely possible to be a vegan and a vegetarian and get enough nutrients. You just have to make sure you incorporate healthy planning.
Alright, and also we are here to stay. We have our whole season 2 plan. It's going to be exciting and amazing. Make sure to subscribe to our videos on YouTube. Hit that button and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Insta. You better be there or be square. Alright, take care. Bye.